He's not afraid to put his head down, get into the paint. The best mid-range game in the NBA. Floaters, jump shots, inside the paint area. No one better than Tony Parker.
Duncan clears the glass and finds Parker again. A 5-point lead early. Mason's got 6. Parker's got the other 5.
I'll tell you, Duncan looks like he's laboring up and down the floor, Dan. He's got knee braces on, and you know about his sore knees. And the three-point line, San Antonio's friend here early on. They are the number 3 shooting team in the NBA from behind the arc at 38%.
Great ball movement there, resulting in a Michael Finley 3, an 8-point lead and out to the Spurs. Aldridge backing down Bonner, draws the double team. They swing it into the corner. Blake is open, short on the 3, Parker the rebound. Right now the offense for Portland has been either Aldridge down to the post or Roy trying to make something happen on his own.
Well, that's typically what it's going to be. And they don't have many other guys that are capable of creating for themselves.
How pretty was that? Everything but the finish. Bonner with the offensive rebound, and he'll knock it down. It's a 16-2 run for San Antonio after an early lead for Portland, and we've got a timeout taken by the Trailblazers.
Great ball moved by the San Antonio Spurs. Make the extra pass. Michael Finley wide open from behind the arc. And a quick 16 on the board for the San Antonio.
Now, they weren't a very good team against Cleveland on Sunday on ABC, and there you were in the studio at halftime, and your feeling was they're done in terms of being a championship contender, right?
Throws me under the bus. Well, you know what? I said that before Manny went out. I just think
you did.
I think the age is going to catch up with his team. Ginobili really the guy that plays with the most energy on this roster. Now him gone. To be honest, there's no clear-cut number 2 team in the Western Conference as we get a travel here by Batum. I think you could throw every team in a hat, and they're all as good as anyone.
2 through 8.
Denver, New Orleans, Houston, Dallas. All these teams are the same to me. It's going to come down to matchups. Utah in that mix, they can't win on the road. Everyone has their flaws, but the San Antonio Spurs, no one mentally better than the Spurs. Great cut, Finley. Great look by Duncan.
Give me one guy other than the obvious guys. Parker and Duncan will do what they do and maybe even more. Give me one other guy on the San Antonio team who is critical to their success without Ginobili.
Well, I think Mason, who's had a terrific season, is going to get more opportunity to be a factor on the offensive end.
Again, Aldridge draws the double team. When they turn it over, they have been swarming Aldridge in the early going tonight, and that shows you the kind of respect that he is now getting around the league. Mason lost it. And it'll stay at this end of the floor.
Well, this is what we've become accustomed to in the last 10 years. Great Spurs defense. It wasn't there for the first part of this season, but since the All-Star break, they picked it up and started to play like the Spurs that we know. A lockdown defensive team.
The floater by Parker comes up short, and the rebound to Brisbilla, who will split the minutes in the middle with Greg Oden. Oden coming off the bench now. This is the 78th game of the Blazers. Brisbilla started 39, and Oden has started 39. Oden, of course, with injuries that have cost him a lot of time this year. Roy. And they're going to play on as Batum got thrown to the court. Ironically, Bruce Bowen was in the vicinity.
Well, too close of a pass there tried by Roy. A lot of times, if you're in there, just go ahead and shoot it. You're in good rebounding position, and sometimes it's as good as a pass, a missed shot.
Finley off the screen, trying to shake Batum, and the veteran from Wisconsin banks it in. He has been a valuable player for San Antonio.
Well, the Spurs are playing like the Blazers should be playing. The young, energetic, up and down, playing with great energy. And they're not doing it right now. The Spurs are taking it to the Portland Trailblazers.
And again, this is the second game of a back-to-back for both of these teams. So you'd think that might favor the Blazers because they're one of the youngest teams in the league. And as you say, the Spurs, one of the oldest.
No, you said they're one of the oldest.
I'm sorry. That's right. You said they were archaic.
Well, yeah, I'm walking down the Riverwalk last night. And a guy says, you're pretty brave for showing your face, calling my team archaic.
You got to start saying those things about teams on your way out of town, not as you're coming into town.
I forgot I was coming in here. Tony Parker gets a carry violation.
And Drew Gooden is checked in now for San Antonio as Greg Popovich brings Matt Bonner to the bench. What about the impact Drew Gooden has had on the Spurs in recent games?
Well, I like the pickup. He had 20 last night in the game against Oklahoma City. An active defender, low post defender, can rebound the basketball. Gives you a different look from Matt Bonner, who's going to stretch the floor to the three-point line. Gooden has the opportunity to post up against most.
Travis Outlaw in off the Portland bench, follows the miss. Chris Billa's got it, a fresh point.